If you do this, you will end up living a mediocre life and you will not have a story to tell your grandchildren. So don't bend what society dictates. Don't keep a plan B. When you plan, just make a one plan or a single plan and create a do or die situation. And as Caesar won the battle just burning the boats behind, you will also achieve whatever you are after. Ancient stories tell us that many great warriors won the battles by removing backup plans. If you haven't heard it before about Julius Caesar was once a rebellious Roman. Caesar led Roman armies to win many foreign lands. When he encouraged for transformation of an old Senate feared his revolution and they demanded that he surrender his army. But Caesar refused to do that, and instead of surrendering his armies, with his army he marched straight to the heart of the Roman. On the way, he had to cross a Rubicon River. No army had crossed the Rubicon River intended to invade the Roman in centuries before. One more step and Caesar would be considered Senate's traitor. But Caesar and his army still walked through the river. After he crossed, Caesar told his generals to burn the bridges down immediately. They also burned every single ship they sailed in, even as their enemies watched horrified at the insane men who had came to fight them. With that message, Caesar had sent a strong message to both his own men and as well as the enemy that he did not intend to sail away from the island without conquering the land. And if his men and he were unable to do so, they would rather die there than going back. The burning of the ships and burning the bridges clearly suggested that he had left himself and his men no option but to give all they had, and he won the battle. He won the battle because his army and he did not had any option. They didn't have any plan B, and that's why they won the battle. Whenever I see successful people, I see how much determined they are. They have a purpose and plans that most people even too afraid to create for themselves. To achieve anything significant in your life, something that you would consider your dream, a purpose of your life, or anything that you would be doing to become successful, requires consistency, requires consistent hard work. It requires consistent hard work for a longer period of time, and that longer period is different for everyone. Someone would do it in a week, but for you it may require months together, and that's completely fine because you are doing your work. You are consistent in the process. But if you shift your plan just because you are not getting the results so quickly, or just because you are too impatient, you will not achieve anything significant. It's so simple. If you don't put a required energy and time, you cannot get there. It just doesn't work that way. A person with the backup plan is likely to use the backup plan, and this is automatically means they have settled for less than what they wanted. If you observe yourself, most often we plan something and even we think that this is the best plan that we can come out with, it just doesn't go our way. That's why conventional wisdom advocates that having a backup plan to luck-proof our goals. From a worker at a small company to CEO of a big organization, have a backup plan as a sign of readiness, responsibility, and even anticipation. Even if you see in whatever you do, you have a plan A for achieving your dreams, and you also have a plan B for keeping away those nightmares that you have. But even we hear from our friends and family that keep something to fall back on. Keep something to fall back on if you have failed at plan A. But there is a truth. If you have a plan B, you will have something to fall back on, and you will likely to fail. Your backup plan is making you fail at your goals or whatever you are doing. Will Smith once said there is no reason to have a plan B because plan B distracts from plan A. Most people are running the rat race and they don't even know that they are in there. They follow what society tells them. They follow what society dictates them. They have a fear of what other people will say. And not only that, they just have a fear of getting results, negative results. And they just don't want to show that they are failing at something that they are doing. And maybe just to show that they are getting the results, they follow plan B and they just give up on their dreams. But even you look, the people who are getting the results from outside, even other people see that they are getting the results, they are not happy with them. Their plan B won't make them happy. And when you have a plan B, you will not give your 100% to your goals. You will not be 100% committed to it. And as I said previously, in 100% rule that even 98% commitment doesn't work. Most of the time I hear that many people start something new, but within a week or two, they start taking rest. They think that it is a lot of hard work, but if your dream is to become something, yes, definitely it's a hard work. You cannot get something significant very easily. When Michael Phelps won 8 gold medals in one Olympic, his coach said he didn't even miss a single day of training in the past 6 years, and that is 2190 days. Guys, what you will call this? And we are just afraid of being consistent for our plan for 30 days. Without even following the plan for 30 days, you just start shifting your goals, and this happens when you have options. When you have a backup plan, when you keep plan B, think about it that Michael Phelps was consistent for 2190 days and he achieved what he planned. And you are just planning something but just giving up in 30 days. If you do this, you will end up living a mediocre life and you will not have a story to tell your grandchildren. So don't bend what society dictates. Don't keep a plan B. When you plan, just make a one plan or a single plan and create a do or die situation. And as Caesar won the battle just burning the boats behind, you will also achieve whatever you are after. Do not run away from your dreams just because of the fear of what other people will say. Just think for a while that how many Steve Jobs, Kobe Bryant or Michael Phelps there would be if people simply did not give up on their original plans. Just think about it. Look around at the people you admire. Think about your role models and your heroes. Do they negotiate with their life? Do they back down when they are met with their defeat and criticism? Do they believe in failure? Do they had a plan B? Think about it. What do you think when you look at the Nike brand now? If you just look at the Nike's logo, we get the feeling of quality, standard and a brand. But in the beginning, the story was completely different. When you read Phil Knight's fantastic book, The Shoe Dog, you will learn that. Inventing Nike and getting his sneakers into the stores was an enormous challenge. Yet Knight refused to fail. Knight, like Caesar, decided success was the only option, and no matter how many times he faced seemingly undefeatable odds, he succeeded because Knight had no option. He kept no plan B for himself. Research conducted at University in Pennsylvania found that even if you think about your backup plan, it reduces your performance towards your main goal and you will likely to fail. Adopting the burn your boats behind mentality will not create any excuses as having a plan B will create. Just know that what you are going after. Take massive actions. Don't come up with any alternative plan. Burn the bridges behind. Don't look back and march forward like there is no tomorrow. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit that like button and do not forget to share and subscribe for the new videos that will help you to build a strong mindset, develop a grit and learn new things. Comment below what you think about having a plan B and burning your bridges behind. Until next time, my friends, start today for better tomorrow and take action now and be legendary.